You know, I actually found this book when I was searching for myself. It was during a time when everything felt uncertain, when I kept questioning, who am I? What truly matters? And somehow, Siddhartha found me. Maybe that's what this book does. It doesn't give you answers, it just makes you pause and listen to life, to silence, and to yourself. Have you ever thought about this? What if one day you decide to leave everything behind? Your comfort, your family, your wealth, all of it, just to search for something that the world can't give you. That's what Siddhartha did. A man who walked away from everything he knew to find the one thing we're all searching for: peace. Or, as he called it, enlightenment. Siddhartha, written by Hermann Hesse, isn't just a story, it's a journey, one that reflects our own. It's set in ancient India during the time of the Buddha, and it follows a young man's path from knowledge to confusion, from pleasure to emptiness, and finally, from self to soul. Siddhartha was born into a respected Brahmin family. He was wise, disciplined, and admired by everyone. But deep inside, he felt something missing. The rituals, the prayers, none of it gave him the truth he was looking for. So one day, he decided to leave home. His best friend Govinda joined him. They went to live with the Samanas, ascetics who believed that starving and denying the body would free the soul. But after years of doing that, Siddhartha realized suffering isn't the path to peace. Then he met the Buddha himself, the enlightened one. He listened, he admired, but he didn't stay, because he believed something powerful. Wisdom can't be taught, it has to be experienced. So he chose to live, to experience the world instead of escaping it. He met Kamala, a beautiful courtesan who taught him about love. He became a merchant, earned money, gained fame, pleasure, everything he thought he wanted. But the more he gained, the emptier he felt. Until one day, he looked in the mirror and realized he had lost himself. So he left it all again. Broken and lost, Siddhartha sat beside a river, ready to end his life. But then, he heard a sound, the sacred word, Om. And in that moment, something inside him shifted. He met a humble ferryman named Vasudeva, who taught him something simple but deep: how to listen. Not just to people or words, but to the river, to nature, to the flow of life. Over time, the river became his greatest teacher. It taught him that everything is connected: joy and sorrow, gain and loss, birth and death, all flow together, like the water. Years later, Siddhartha found the peace he had been searching for. Not in temples, not in books, but in silence, love, and acceptance. And that's what his journey reminds me of. You don't find peace by running away from life. You find it by living it, by feeling it, by accepting it. One of my favourite lines from the book says, "The river is everywhere, at the source and at the mouth, at the waterfall, in the ocean, in the mountain, everywhere, and it is always only the present." Siddhartha found peace not by escaping life, but by embracing it. What about you? Where do you find your inner calm? Tell me in the comments. I'd really love to read your thoughts. And if this story spoke to you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more journeys of self-discovery right